What's up everybody? Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, even if you don't like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Press the bell so you get a notification every time I release a brand new video. And of course, in the words of my grandpa,
subscribe.
There you go, Gung. Bitch. Telling grandma you said that.
Go ahead.
She gonna kick your ass.
I kick your ass.
Kick my ass?
Well, if you say.
Yeah, I don't want to be snitched.
Oh.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. People aren't gonna understand that reference. What's up family? We are back with another video. Today we are testing the brand new Sabrina Ionescu 1s and the first sneaker I have ever tested from a female athlete. I know Brianna Stewart has a shoe out there too. Basically, if you play for the New York Liberty, you got a shoe. I will say Nike's first signature basketball sneaker for a female is better than a lot of dudes' signature shoes. But let's get into the review. Starting off with the looks and the initial thoughts of the sneaker. So right off the bat, when looking at the shoe, it catches my eye. Like it's a really beautiful shoe. It's a really beautiful shoe. She's very gorgeous to me. It's a simple look for a basketball sneaker, much like the GT Cut 2s. And I think simpler the better. It looks like a sleek hoop shoe, whereas a lot of basketball sneakers out right now are kind of clunky and ugly. It also gives Kobe vibes too with the silhouette and the colorway. Also, both colorways that are out right now are both fire. Now the S on the shoe, Sabrina Ionescu's logo, kind of looks like that S that everyone used to draw in school for some reason, and everyone who did that S thought they could draw and thought they were an artist. It's cool though. I'm not gonna lie, when first holding the sneaker, like fresh out the box, I thought it was gonna be an uncomfy shoe, much like the budget model Kyrie Fly Traps, but it's far from that, and more on that next. Also, remember when Kyrie was with Nike? Seems like yesterday. Good times. Looks and thoughts rating of the Sabrina 1s is a 9.5 out of 10.
They look good. Special.
Gung for women's rights.
Women what?
Now moving on to the size and the comfort, the sneakers fit true to size. It comes in women's sizes, so you know, it makes sense. So I got the woman's size that corresponds to the men's size, my size. But if anyone asks, I got a size 12, you know, cause you know, I got big feet. You know what big feet mean. I digress. The sneakers are actually very comfy. It's tight around your ankles for a locked-in glove feel, while the forefoot has space so it doesn't seem too tight. At first, they were stiff when wearing them, so it's definitely a shoe where you have to break in. Now there's full-length React foam, but it's not super foamy and plushy. So if you want a sneaker that feels soft when wearing it, these are not it. Like I said, you do have to break it in a little, but the React foam mixed with the forefoot zoom creates the perfect blend of responsiveness and cushion. Personally, I don't like like super foamy cushioning. It kind of feels like you're in quicksand or like you're on a Tempur-Pedic mattress and your foot just dips in and it's hard to react in them. Definitely, if you're into the low to the ground feel in basketball sneakers, these are definitely one of the best shoes for that. For that low to the ground feel and to feel super bouncy and for a quick reaction. And also you feel secure from a support standpoint with the midfoot bands along with the great traction. More on that right now, but before I get to that, the size and comfort rating of the Sabrina ones is a 9.5 out of 10. Now moving on to the traction, as you can see, it gets dirty super easy. It's very dusty and it picks up all the dirt. But I will say it's the best part of the sneaker. Nike said that they got athletes all around the world to tell them what makes good traction in a sneaker, which also goes to show, do people who work at Nike just not play basketball? Now from feeling it, it's definitely a rougher material. So I thought it was more of an outsole for an outdoor basketball shoe because it feels, you know, more heavy duty. And because of that, I thought it was gonna pick up a lot of dirt and dust and whatever's on the ground. And, you know, I was right. This shit is dirty as fuck. But you would think that would cause the shoes to slip. These don't slide at all. Literally, I did the traction test, I did defensive slides, I did all that. These don't slide. And it doesn't even have that sticky material on the bottom. You know, in new basketball sneakers, when you first wear them on the court, it's got that sticky feeling. It makes that sound like you're in SpongeBob's boots. If you know, you know. Or kind of like macaroni and, you know, the other thing that sounds like macaroni. If you know, you know. Because of that, the shoes don't squeak as much as other basketball sneakers. I know a lot of people care about that. But I played on both a very dirty court, a very, very dirty court. It was nasty. The court where you saw the test in, that was a dirty court. But I also played on a very clean, freshly waxed college court, and you know school's back in session, so you know it's freshly cleaned. It's stuck on both surfaces really well. I'm also sure that these would fare really well if you were to hoop in them outdoors. It's fall, but it's still hot as hell outside, so you definitely still got time to play outdoors if you want to. Traction rating, 10 out of 10, easily the best part of the shoe. Now moving on to the materials and the technology, where I list a bunch of things that are in the shoe in a voiceover. Now, as I said earlier, the shoes sport a top-loaded 4-foot zoom air unit and a full-length React foam, midfoot bands, and a lightweight minimalist collar for support. Overall, the shoes are a stiff sneaker, which is good quality. I thought with the mesh upper and the foam material in the midsole, it was gonna be flimsy, but it's sturdy and flexible. Materials and technology rating is a 9 out of 10. I feel like whenever I do voiceovers, I sound like those news people. Local boy from Boston tests out Sabrina Ionescu's basketball sneakers. Anyways, the only thing I will say about the materials is that I wish that the laces were longer because, you know, I like to double knot, and I wish that there was a heel tab for easy put on and take off. It's literally all I ask for in sneakers. Moving on to the support and lockdown. There's great lateral support when planting, and while not overly cushioned, your feet are well supported. Lockdown is great as the shoe's ankle area really hugs your ankles while not being uncomfortable. Support and lockdown rating, 8.5 out of 10. Again, just longer laces. Moving on to the price and the value. Now, these bad boys or bad girls are $130. It's definitely one of the more pricier signature models, especially for a debut model. Pricier than a lot of other signature sneakers like the PGs among others. And I would say it's well worth it. For the price, there really are no flaws in this shoe that are obvious. I would even say $150 would be fair for this shoe. But don't tell Nike I said that because they always up the prices and shit. Now, overall, I would say that this is one of the better basketball shoes out right now. And it's got the looks to go with the performance. You know, a lot of good shoes are ugly and a lot of ugly shoes are good. This mixes both. Now, Sabrina was a student of the late, great Kobe Bryant, who has some of the best basketball shoes of all time. And so it's no surprise that these shoes are great. I know Nike and them went their extra mile to make sure that Sabrina's debut shoes were elite. And honestly, Nike hasn't really missed with the past few basketball shoes that they've released. I mean, the Giannis's were ugly as hell, but you know, besides that, overall rating of the Sabrina ones is a 9.3 out of 10. Sheesh. The kids still say that? All right, guys, that concludes the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch my other videos in the playlist up there and down there. Let me know what you think of the Sabrina ones. Would you cop them? If so, why? If not, why? Also, by the way, background. Best Disney Channel original movie of all time, Double Team. And it's also hilarious. You can definitely tell they're the stunt doubles during the basketball scenes, but nonetheless, it's one of the best basketball movies of all time. And positive note of the day, sniff your sneakers. It's kind of funky.